So I lead in such a way where I'm distinction transformation leader. How my gym, everyone gets transformed. They walk in however they walk in, and everyone leaves proud of themselves. So my mission statement for the gym is we build fit, confident, strong, healthy minds and bodies and infect you with insane, happy, fun energy. I'm going to listen to what people say, but then I choose the decision. During COVID, people were like, you sure you want to say infect? I was like, yeah, I infect you with insane, happy, fun energy. That's the infect you want. So, and everybody does. Everybody leaves more energetic. Everyone leaves proud of themselves. Everybody, I say live like you were retired, not live like you were dying. People always say, oh, live like you were dying, like the Tim McGraw song. But if you live like you were dying, you might jump out of a building, jump off an airplane, like do things that could make you die. You were living like you were dying. But I say live like you were retired, and then you never work a day in your life. So I live to serve, I live to change people's lives, and I do it extremely well. In the giving is I get the receiving. So people thank me every day, and I say it's the blessing I get to have for the ability and the opportunity to serve and make a difference. So every day, that's my juicy, awesome life. So then I realized, let me write this book where I can only serve you if you come in my gym, but if I write a book, you can get it in New Zealand and you can get it in Australia, and wherever you are, you can read my book, and then I can really transform the world on the greatest scale possible and with grace and ease. Well, it wasn't so graceful creating my book. It was funny, there was a show called Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce. It was like on a Netflix show, and the girl on the show was a writer. God, I was so grateful for her because she was running all over her house. She couldn't focus. She was like acting the way I was acting. I was so, just what I said about how you need inspiration. When you have inspiration, you don't have time. And when you have time, you don't have inspiration. I live on the water. My view is incredible. You would think like you'd write 10 books living in my house. And I would carve out a whole day of 8 hours, and I would literally spend it like this. I would just pick my nails and pray the time would pass by. I would be like praying the day would be over, because I'd be like, oh, don't have time today, I got to finish. And then a wing and a prayer, right? You got to stick with stuff. You got to there was no way. I always say when you want to create something and you don't want to not create it, share it all over the place. Keep telling people. Keep it alive and real, and then they'll hold you accountable, because all these people kept going, how's your book coming along? Oh, how's that book coming along? And I wasn't going to go, well, I quit, or well, I stopped. It would drive me. I would be like, oh shit, I really got to finish this book. Oh, I got to finish this book. I got to get on this book, because everyone kept asking for the book. And I was like, oh my God, I'm taking too long. And it was, if I could say anything is traumatizing, it's writing a book. And not to discourage you from writing one, stick to it. It's just, it takes a whole other version of you to do so. So if you're thinking of writing a book, don't let me discourage you. Just know you got to stick with it and deal with the roller coaster of it's not easy. And if you're one of those person, and I'm not speaking to you, that it's like so easy, I love writing, I just sit and write, like, woo, good for you. I love it. I'm jealous. I'm not one of those people. And many people are not, especially we all have a book inside of us, and we all want to write a book, and then it's like, who is going to do it? And I'm not talking about ChatGPT writing your book. ChatGPT had nothing to do with my book. This is full self-expression and sharing my gift of service to the world of how I want to impact lives. And book, I guarantee, is the most wisdom per word. Everyone's like, I have ADD, I don't read. Good, that's who my book's for. It's for people who say they have ADD and don't want to read, because it's a one-a-day read, and you can open the book at random, read any rule you want. It's almost always the rule you need. And then there's the index. The table of contents is separated into the 101 rules. So you can literally look through the table of contents. The first rule is called always chase the perfect punch. But say I'm like, patience comes up for me a lot, because I serve, nobody serves like me in my business. And then when I leave my gym, I get such bad service. It's the one thing that irritates me, that I have to work on not getting so irritated, because I hate bad service, and I hate just bad service. It's just people who are just not in the job and serving. Like, if you're going to serve people, serve well. Like I always say, if you're not going to be 100%, go to bed. So, but you could look at the table of contents and be like, oh, be intentional, I want to read that one today. Or be strategic, or know yourself, or, oh, okay, I need to refuse to lose, or never give up, or be in flow. And I'll read some more of these. But I like to open to any page. Like just now, I got don't get backed in the corner, and when you do, know how to get out. So I ended up writing this book. Like I said, I had index cards all over the floor. I started with the rules of 101. I didn't start with 101. I got to 101. And then I did, because I said YouTube, you almost will never see a motivational video without a boxing scene. It's always like Rocky or a champion or someone fighting and winning. And because who doesn't like winning? We all like winning. And boxers are one-on-one. No one's coming to save you. It's like you against the world. So I finally got all the rules down, and then I said I'm going to put a quote with all of them, a famous boxer quote. So to find the appropriate quote from the famous boxer that goes with each rule was no joke either. So I then wrote the quote on every card, and some I had more than one quote, so I had to like pick like which one's better, or which one will get across and hold you better. And then then I have all the 101 together. I put them all together. I got this software called Scrivener, which is great for writing if you want to move the chapters around, because you can easily drag and drop as opposed to like writing it in Word. And then you want to like, I don't even know how I would do that, because writing in Word, you'd have to like cut, delete, move. And by the time you move it, you forgot where you cut it from and forgot where to move it from. And then you got to scroll and it's a mess. So Scrivener, or a writing software you would want. And always remember, when you watch my videos, comment with any questions that you have. Well, like the video first if you like it. You will, I hope. I know. I hate hopes for beggars. So I know you'll like it. Comment below with any questions you have, and then I can do newer content with your questions. And if your question's a good question, I'll give you good answers. Don't ask a stupid question. I won't do a video on it. If it's a good question, I'll do more videos on that one. So I used Scrivener. Then I started writing. So every rule has the rule, a famous boxer quote, and then my breakdown on the right side. So you can open to any page and you get the rule, the famous boxer quote, and my breakdown. And it's all like that. Every single page is like that. So Mike Tyson wrote the back cover. And here's what Mike Tyson wrote. Mike Tyson wrote, inspired by her passion for boxing and love of service, Jolie Glassman has written a truly inspirational book, a blueprint for anyone that is ready to fight for a better life. She uses words and disciplines of great fighters like myself to train and motivate the mind into obtaining characteristics that boxers use for self-mastery, which include belief, discipline, repetition, and desire. If you are ready to fight for a better life, then there's no better coach than Jolie Glassman to have in your corner. Mike Tyson. So yay.